We now return. Karnes left the site that night when Jimeno was rescued and went with him to the hospital. While doctors treated the injured cop, Karnes grabbed a few hours' sleep on an empty bed in the hospital psychiatric ward. While he slept, the hospital cleaned and pressed his uniform. Today, on the anniversary of the attack and the rescue, Officer Jimeno and Strauss will be part of the formal Top Cop ceremony at the New York City Center Theater. Earlier, the two appeared on the nationally televised episode of America's Most Wanted. Jimeno and McLaughlin appeared this week on The Today Show. They are heroes. Today, Dave Karnes was at the Maranatha Bible Baptist Church in Wilkinsburg, Pennsylvania, near where he grew up. He sounds excited over the phone, talking about the opening ceremony. Karnes is a hero too. But it's also clear Karnes is a hero in a smaller, less national, less publicized way than the cops and firefighters are heroes. He's hardly been overlooked. The program I work for, 60 Minutes 2, interviewed him as part of a piece on Jimeno's rescue, and the great televised glory machine has so far not picked him. Why? One reason seems obvious. The cops and firefighters are part of a big, respected institutional support network. Americans are grateful for the sacrifices of their entire organizations made a year ago. Plus, the police and firefighting institutions are tribal brotherhoods. The firefighters help and support and console each other. The cops do the same. They find it harder to make room for outsiders like Karnes or Chuck Sirica. And it must be said, at some macho level, it's vaguely embarrassing that professional rescuers weren't the ones who found the two survivors. While the pros were pulled back out of legitimate caution, the job fell to an outsider, who drove from the Connecticut and just walked into the burning pile. Colonist Stuart Alsop once famously identified two rare types of soldiers, the crazy brave and the phony tough. The professionals at Ground Zero, I interviewed dozens in my work as a producer for CBS, were in no way phony toughs. But Karnes does seem a little bit crazy brave. You'd have to be slightly abnormally selfless, abnormally patriotic, to do what he did. And some of the same qualities that led Karnes to make himself a hero when it counted may make him less perfect as the image of a hero today. Strauss tells a story that gets at this. When he was out on the pile a year ago, trying to pull Jimeno free, Strauss shouted over to the volunteer helpers, "Medic, I need air," or "Marine, get me some water." At one point, in the middle of this exhausting work, Strauss asked if he could call them by their names to facilitate the process. The medic said it was Chuck. Karnes said, "You can call me Staff Sergeant." "That's 3 syllables," said Strauss, who needed every bit of energy and every second of time. "Isn't there something shorter?" Karnes replied, "You can call me Staff Sergeant."